What's good, y'all, man? It is your boy Sniper Kicks, and today's video is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a great video, man. But before we get into that, guys, we're on the road to 15K. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, smash that notification bell, because at the end of the day, this channel, I try to help people cop shoes. Guys, if you haven't checked on Instagram, it was crazy how many of my subscribers copped the University Blue ones on the Flex relaunch. It was crazy. I literally had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that cop that are my subscribers, so I'm so happy for you guys. But today's video is going to be about Nike, and it's going to be about the foot sites, because I've talked to people that from the corporate side of Foot Locker, and they gave me some information that is going to be amazing. And like I tell you guys, when I get information, I give it to you guys, so I know you guys are really going to enjoy this video. But let's take a few steps back. Guys, do you remember that Jordan 12, the pink ice cream, the GS shoe? Sure, there was a little bit of resale on it, around $200, but that shoe came out, I believe, on Monday, Tuesday, one of those days. And people grabbed them, but there was a lot of leftover pairs. Like my local Foot Locker had over 30 leftover pairs on those. So a lot of people, went, to go and grab them, but they said, no, we can't sell them. Corporate said, no, not sell them. And guess what they're doing? They're putting the ice creams back on the app. I will show you the shoe. I'll put the shoe right here. But they're putting the ice cream shoes back in the app. So this thing showed me hold on, this isn't a hot shoe, and they're putting it back on the app. So I'm like, okay, that's very interesting. I was like, okay, cool. The 31st, that shoe's gonna be back on the app. So I talked to, one of my people that, corporate, on the foot sites. And they gave me this information that made perfect sense. Perfect sense. So as you see, people that went to, for leftover day today, I told my subscribers, hey, go today, but I don't believe they're going to, end up, releasing the pairs. But just be better safe than sorry, still go just in case. Of course, they didn't release the pairs. But, man, the information I got, so Nike, there's a food chain. As we know, the University Blue ones, the Jordan 12 ice creams, any shoe that we really talk about on this channel is a Nike shoe. There's a food chain, and the top of that food chain is Nike. Nike's the top of that food chain. I don't care, Foot Locker, Champs, Foot Action. None of this gets down without Nike. So the information I got is that Nike is really controlling these foot stores about what they need to do with the shoe. So if I'm a business owner, of Foot Locker, or if I'm the head of Foot Locker, I would, if I was in that position, I would want the shoes to sell. Like, for instance, there's leftover UNCs. Hey, we got leftover pairs. Let's sell them right away. But from what I hear, Nike is really pulling the strings now with what they're doing with the shoes. So there is a great possibility, and it's probably already confirmed, that the UNCs are going back on the app. Just like the ice cream 12s that happened that went back on the app, the UNCs are going back on the app. A lot of the stores that I know have a lot of leftover pairs, like a ton of leftover pairs, and Foot Locker, of course, corporate said, do not sell them. But, the information, people just think, oh, okay, Foot Locker is trying to do this. But Nike is really up there that's pulling the strings and telling Foot Locker what to do with their shoes. They're telling them to put these things back on the app. It's not Foot Locker really making the moves. It's Nike that is making the moves and pulling the strings of what's happening with these shoes. I know, one of the reasons they want to avoid lines, avoid fights, avoid chaos. But at the end of the day, it's if you're a Foot Locker, you can't do anything without, if Nike tells you to do something, you have to do it, because they're the one that's giving you the merchandise. They're the plug. So a lot of people just think, hey, Foot Locker is on, they just want to, cater to people, this and that. And that might be true, but I'm telling you, it's Nike now that's pulling the string. And that comes from when I say this is coming from a reliable source, this is coming from a very reliable source, that Nike is really the one that's pulling the strings and telling Foot Locker, hey, put these shoes back on the app. Leftover day might be over. I'm going to be 100 with you guys. Leftover day might be over. I don't know, what's exactly going to happen with that. But as you just see with a Jordan 12 ice cream, guys, really, Jordan 12 ice cream is going back on the app. That shit was going back on the app. And it's looking like the UNC ones are going back on the app as well. So that is crazy, man. That is crazy. And now this is going to be huge. So now you definitely need to build your flex points, because if shoes are just going to go back on the app and there's not going to be leftover day anymore, you just have to build your points. You're going to have to build your points, because, you know, as you see, more points you have, the greater probability of you winning. And as my subscribers see, I had so many people cop because they, you know, build their points. I had subscribers that had only 20K points like a month ago and got it up to like 500K, and they hit on the UNC ones. So, man, it is crazy, man. And I feel like Nike is really, you know, tightening things up. They're tightening things up. They're tightening loose ends. And I saw, you know, also, you know, my boy, you know, Gotham Cars was telling me when he went to DTLR, they were doing raffles and re-raffles in our guaranteed tickets. And now Jimmy Jazz is doing a raffle system. I don't know about them. I don't know about them because I don't have, you know, connections with those people. But with foot sites, I know, you know, Nike is really pulling the strings with them and telling them exactly what they need to do with the shoes. And, you know, it's looking like they're going to just keep putting it on the app, and leftover day might be over. So, guys, comment below how you feel about this, man. It's come to a point where if you're just an ordinary customer and you don't really shop with these foot sites, it's going to be impossible for you to almost cop with them. So, I know, you know, people are like, man, they're just catering to resellers. But, you know, hey, I mean, hey, people that buy is going to win, because at the end of the day, it's like, they go off a reward system. So, you know, resellers are buying, so they're the ones that are winning these relaunches. So it's looking like the UNC ones are going to relaunch, and people are going to eat again. People that won the second time are going to eat again. So, man, how you guys really feel about it? Comment below how you feel about this and how you feel about Nike, you know, really pulling the strings up top. And, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, they're on the top of the food chain. So whatever they say, go. And they're, you know, instructing, you know, Foot Locker to really put these things back on the app. And, you know, this proof, because the ice cream, guys, think about it. Ice Cream 12 is going back on the app. Ice Cream 12. But we'll see, man. This is just, you know, at the end of the day, it's still just talks. I know that, you know, Nike has been telling Foot Locker exactly what they need to do with them. But it might change. Who knows? It might change, but, you know, it's definitely crazy. So, guys, man, I got that information. I wanted to relay that to you guys because I know some of my subscribers went for leftover day. I told them to go just in case, but it's looking like they're going back on the app. And, oh, man, it's crazy, man. So if you guys haven't, watch all my videos because I teach people how to win on the Flex app, how to build their points. And I want you guys to cop, to be honest. I want you guys to cop. So that's why I put out these videos. That's why I put out the tips. That's why I put out this information so I can really give you guys, you know, some things that you can put into your whatever, if you want to cop or reselling business, so you can succeed and start winning on the Flex app. So it's going to be crazy, but, you know, that is the video, guys. If you have any questions, please comment below. Add me on Instagram. DM me. Guys, my DMs are crazy. I have hundreds and hundreds of messages, so I haven't replied to you. I'm going to get back to you. It's just crazy how many messages I have, but I'm going to get back to every single one of you guys. And, guys, like I said, we're on a 15K. So if you haven't already, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, share the channel, because I only want to help you guys. And you already know, like the video, everything. You already know what I'm talking about. But, guys, that is the video for today. Really appreciate you guys, and I'm so happy that my subscribers cooked out on those UNC ones. And, guys, if you use my tips, it can happen for you too. All right, y'all. Peace out.